Okay, yes. So let me go live here so I can see all of your comments and questions. Perfect. We had a bunch of technical difficulties on the last time we were live on YouTube. It wouldn't even disconnect. It was so crazy. So, hey everyone. All right, we are at 17.7K subscribers. I love it. That's so great. So we don't have anybody in the room right now. So what I'm going to do, since we're live, I'm going to go straight to diving into some of the pressing questions that you guys have about henna and Ayurvedic hair care. What I do want to make a few couple announcements really quick. We will be posting up weekly masks that you can do on a weekly basis, because there's a lot of recipes that are a little bit too intense to do every every week. So the people, usually what we recommend to people is that they do every 2 to 3 weeks, and henna hair coloring is every 4 to 6 weeks. So I'm going to be coming up with a whole bunch of new recipes that you guys can do on a weekly basis. If you don't follow us on Instagram, you should, because we just posted up a very, very simple recipe that you can do every week. There's amla powder in it, conditioner, aloe vera powder in it, and it's amazing, especially if you're trying to regrow your hair, like promoting hair growth with the amla, which is amazing for hair growth. Also, you got to add some camellia oil to it. It's really great for hair oil, as a hair oil to promote hair growth. And also amla oil as well is amazing for hair growth. All of those are key. Like anything with amla is really going to promote some hair growth. We also have the cassia and curls and moisture mask. That's amazing. That one you'll really love as well. And hey, there's Shayna and Isabodra. Hey. So I'm taking all of your questions today, any questions that you may have. Let's jump into also, another announcement before I forget. The black raven oil is going to be back in stock as well. That's another one that does prevent any damage, and it does repair hair strands. It has camellia oil already in it. It has the jojoba oil, and it has argan oil in it. And then the essential oil is the Raven Sour Essential Oil, which makes it smell so amazing. It smells a little bit like black licorice. It's really nice. So, hey Sassy, hello again. It has definitely been busy. I want to tell all of you, thank you for ordering our gift sets. The gift sets have been doing so well. But yeah, let's dive into Flip. Hey Pamela from Flint, Michigan. All right, we are hailing out of have you noticed I keep looking down? I have my iPad on the side so I can see all your questions. So I'm here because I want to take your questions. And if you that Instagram live was really good. I just got off of it literally like a few minutes ago, but that live was amazing. One Radiant Soul, who's on Instagram, you spell it exactly the way you hear it, One Radiant Soul. She just shared like an onion recipe for hair growth that really was pretty amazing. There's a lot of people that were like, oh, I'm gonna try it out, definitely. It was really neat. So if you missed that, you definitely got to go watch our live on Instagram. That's really good. We have a lot of great content actually on Instagram, because we can't post everything on YouTube, because some of the videos that we do are like small, and they're like time lapse, because sometimes when I'm doing somebody's hair and applying, henna hair color and Ayurvedic hair treatment, it takes long, and like no one really wants to sit there for an hour just watching me apply, not that I'm aware of. So I do a time lapse and then you can watch it, and it's really like quick, and it goes fast. But those small videos, we put them on Instagram because they also don't kind of fit well like with YouTube, unless we're wrong, that maybe. But we do have new series coming out on YouTube. They are coming. We are posting. We have a lot of content that we have to post. So we do have new videos and whatnot. So new videos are coming, and that weekly and that hair regimen is coming up. And then we're going to be working on a 6-week natural hair regimen focusing on Ayurvedic hair care, and another one on henna hair color. And then also another one that is about for henna artists on henna body art, a 6-week, like basically a 6-week program or regimen, So I'm really excited about that. That's launching for January 2020. I'm working on that as well, but super excited. What cuts out red? Oh, Shayna, that's a great question. So if you want to cut the red of the henna color, you want to tone it down, you can add some amla powder in it. It slightly does tone it down. Actually, amla powder is really good even with cassia for those who might be, you have light hair and want to maintain their blonde tones and they want to be more ashy. Amla powder helps with that as well. But indigo works the best to cut out the red. And it's a matter of like, when you're trying to decide, like, do you use amla or indigo, it depends on how much cutting you want to be done. Like, how much of a reduction in the color do you want to see? Like, do you want more brown tones? If you want more brown ranges, then you definitely need to use indigo. Like, amla will tone it down slightly, but it's still going to be kind of like reddish. You know, it doesn't, any brown ranges need indigo. You know, yeah. Oh, you love. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Sarika. Hey. All right, and Pamela has a question. She says, I love my henna and I got started with Curly Proverbs. Shout out to Curly Proverbs for Rita. And my question is, can I do a henna gloss every week or every 2 weeks? I've been doing henna for 4 years. Pamela, definitely you can. See, a henna gloss treatment and the henna plus gloss hair mask that we have that's brand new. So we have two like henna masks right now. One's of the bar that you melt down and the other one is the mask. And you can use those every week if you'd like to, because it's not as strong as a full henna treatment. A full henna treatment would be like pure henna powder with basically water and maybe some aloe vera powder and a few other herbs. Using the powders is considered more full strength. But if you're using the henna mask or the henna bar, then that is basically a diluted form of henna. So yes, it is fine to do weekly if you'd like to. And from the photo, Pamela, your hair looks amazing. Do you share photos? Like, are you on Instagram? If any of you are on Instagram, post your Instagram handle right now. We would love to follow you. Post your Instagram in the comments below. Hey, Naturally Marmar, good morning. Oh, thank you. Oh, so Shayna, you said the darkest brown. So yes, for the darkest brown, you definitely need indigo for sure. And it's going to be 3 parts indigo to 1 part henna. If you look at our past videos, like very recent videos, if you just click videos, there is one that talks about, anything that talks about using indigo, definitely look at those recipes because the indigo is going to be what's going to make it like a dark brown. So definitely do that because henna alone's reddish tones. It's because again, that's another question that comes up. People want to know is henna, does it come in colors? No, henna doesn't come in colors. Yes, they are sold in colors as from other companies, and there are blends out there and other henna products and liquid henna products. Those don't work as well. They really don't, because the times for dye release for the herbs are pretty much clear. It's pretty transparent that the henna needs like to sit for a few hours for dye release, and the indigo is really ready in 20 to 30 minutes. So how in the world can a box mixed of those 2 herbs work really well? Like, it's just a little bit unpredictable. So you have more control of getting better results and more consistent results when you use the raw natural ingredients on their own and mix it accordingly to what is needed. And it's good. It slows you down, makes you make time for yourself too, because it takes a little bit more time, but you need to take time for yourself. You should check out Melanie Fiona on Instagram. She had a really cool like live video that she was talking about taking a gap year and taking breaks for yourself. And yeah, I really like following her, not just because of her music, which is amazing, but just her energy. I like listening to what she has to say. I'm just kind of gravitate towards her. And even Rihanna this morning said that this morning. And I can't even imagine how artists and actors, all that they go through. People, yes, say that, oh, you signed up for this. Yeah, they may have signed up for it, but they signed up for it because there was a need, because people like us want to be inspired by them, hear their music, and feel good and stuff like that. So just because somebody signs up for something doesn't necessarily mean that we need to treat them like a different kind of human being. No, they're still a human being, and they have been blessed with these gifts, and they're lucky enough to be, we actually, not this day, they are blessed, but we are lucky enough to be able to enjoy their talents. You know, that'd be a sad world. I would be kind of sad without the creative people to share that with us, you know. They deserve to be treated just as regular people as they can, because they don't get to be normal, I know I'm going off. I must have ADHD. I'm sorry, guys. You know how I go off because I just get so inspired and kind of passionate about all of these things, it's just really important to make time for yourself and take time off when you need it. Recognize it in yourself, because other people on the outside, they don't know how you feel. Like, they really don't. Like, everyone is about their own perspective in a way. And I'm not saying that it's in a mean way, that we're mean or selfish, but at the same time, we have to be a little selfish. We have to be balanced. Life is about balance. You can only do but so much. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna say, because Henna Sook is founded on that. This is my baby. Henna Sook is one of my children, and all of you are part of that family. So I really want you all to be inspired by that, to make time and for yourself, and to live life at its fullest and be happy. Like, I want the same for you, what I want for myself. No, like, for real. Like, we're a transparent brand. Like, we'll do as much as we possibly can, because it's the bigger picture that we look at. Our whole foundation is about life as a whole. So, and these are just the gifts, and these are the gifts and blessings I've been given, like, to be able to do this and offer this to you, and be here with you in this. Isn't that kind of cool? I have to admit, like, henna has really connected me to a lot of people that I probably never would have realized would have ever happened if I thought, like, maybe 10 years ago, because Henna Sook's been around since 2005. I'm not sure if any of you knew that, but yeah, like, henna has been such a tool. Like, a tool sounds so boring. Like, it's just been this amazing, I don't even know the right words. It's just been something so dope that has been enabled me to meet people. Like, think about it. Would we have maybe met otherwise? Like, I'm not sure. I just think about, like, that is so, like, cool that we've been able to meet because of this simple plant, just we've been able to do. Anyhow, oh gosh, I'm going off. Let me look at your questions. My hair is down my back now. What? Pamela, listen. I don't see anybody sharing their Instagram page. Is everyone being shy? I don't see any Instagram pages. Are none of you on Instagram? I don't know. I asked that question like 5 minutes ago. I use henna. Oh, wow. Oh, Shane, it's still. So you use henna and amla, and then you mix indigo, and it's still pulling a lot of red. So Shane, is it Shayna? Is it Shayna, right? Can you post which henna and which indigo are you using? Is it from Henna Sook? I just want to know if we need to adjust the henna and indigo that you're using. So, and Pamela, with that gorgeous hair that I can see in your I'm on Instagram, YouTube profile picture. I hope you're posting. I would love to see. Oh, I'd love to see your hair. That's so amazing. Wow. And just showing people, like, and sharing with people that these products, like just henna and amla, that actually works. People will be, like, amazed that it actually, like, works, because some people don't think that it does, because a lot of henna sometimes can be pretty drying, but if you don't use it according to your hair type and texture and your hair needs, then it can mess up, honestly, it can mess up. You have to add moisturizing ingredients if you need moisturizing ingredients. Henna is about DIY. It's not cut and dry. It's not like simple. There's not, like, again, they sell boxes on the shelf that don't really work well. You have to really use it well. And there are some people that it may not be. Maybe they have really low porosity and it's not really working, but you can make adjustments and use other healthy, Ayurvedic hair care recipes to have success in getting your hair healthier, and whatnot. Henna is hard to pull, though. If you are coloring your hair with henna and indigo, yeah, it can be hard to pull, because henna is meant to be in your hair. It's not meant to be pulled out. It's a protection for your hair. It protects it. It's a really amazing, versatile herb. It's just not about color. It's strengthening. It's getting your scalp healthy. Like you, those dead ends and split ends, those will be gone because it locks it in. It's from the root and it quotes the hair strand, locking in everything. It's like putting a suit of armor on your hair, you know, just really protecting it. And then sometimes you need a little bit of softness with that aloe vera powder or hair oil just to keep your hair nice and soft too. And applying it onto dark, damp hair strands really, really helps. So if your hair is damp, definitely apply the Henna and Ayurvedic hair care treatments. It'll help it go on much easier. Fenugreek and Instagram, we were talking a lot about fenugreek. I was asking everyone if you would like for us to carry fenugreek powder, and it was like a big yes. So I'm definitely going to be highly considering getting fenugreek as one of our new Ayurvedic herbs for 2020. Yes, yes. Hey, Dorian, thank you. Oh, I can't. Oh, okay. Oh, it's just a supreme henna. Okay. Moroccan henna. Okay. But Shayna, you're having the same difficulties with getting the dark brown, regardless of the Moroccan henna and the supreme body art blend, right? Is it the same result, or is it worse because of this new henna powder you're using? And are you mixing 3 parts indigo to 1 part henna? Like, are you mixing them separately and then combining them? Yeah. Yes, Shannon, the aloe vera powder is amazing. So Carmela's asking that, she said, I have very fine hair. By the second day, it's very oily, and I've been using shikak as a hair wash, and then you add a teaspoon of shikak with 1 cup of water. And yeah, so Carmela, so you're sharing that recipe though, but is it working or not really so much? It may be like, you know, if your hair is really oily, I mean, do you have oily hair in general? You may need to still you know, wash every second day. There are some people who have really oily hair that do have to wash their hair every 2 to 3 days. Well, Carmela, have you tried adding soap nut powder to this mix? Because soap nut powder is also really clarifying. This recipe is great, but I would also say that you probably want to add some soap nut powder to that recipe you're doing. Yeah. Okay, bestos. Oh, I just saw you. Yes, I just saw you on Instagram. Awesome. Oh, Carmela says not work. Okay, so Carmela did say it in the comments that it's not working, but try the soap nut in there. You may need something that's more cleansing if that's not really working. But the soap nut should really help. Try doing that, adding the soap nut to that, definitely. We got 20 people in the room. So I'm here supposed to be answering all of your Henna and Ayurvedic hair care questions. Do you guys have any other questions? I'm trying to think of some that are really pressing. Liquids that you use, people often ask what kind of liquids should we use. That would be a water, green tea, apple cider vinegar is great with henna and all. Ooh, excuse me. I'm sorry guys. Whew. With all your Ayurvedic hair care treatments. And but indigo is only warm to hot water. Make sure your liquid is not boiling. I don't want to see the steam coming from your liquid. It really shouldn't be steamy. It should be warm to hot, meaning that you can still touch it at least. You know, just in between that warm to hot. I forget what degrees that is, but definitely. Carmel, you're in Toronto? Did you see my hoodie? You see what my hoodie says, guys? Fear the North. This is like my Toronto hoodie. I swear, like everything with Canada, Toronto has been in the air lately, and Caribbean people. It's been so cool. Oh, Carmela's in Toronto. I love Toronto. I was in Toronto just in August. I'm not coming to Toronto up there up north in the winter though. I don't want to do it. I don't have winter tires and stuff, and I don't want to buy winter tires. I don't want to slip. So, and that 401 is crazy. No, I will come though. I love Toronto. I'm definitely going to try to be back. We'll plan something. Promise. Promise, promise. So DWM Loves JC says, if I mix henna and use it right away, will it get the strength benefit, or does it need to sit 3 to 4 hours before use? That is a great question. If you are using henna and you don't care about the color results. Some people use henna for the strengthening benefits and the thickening. They want all the benefits that henna provides, but they don't care about the color. So in that case, just use it right away. The dye release time is because you want dye release. You will still get the benefits of the henna even if you don't wait for dye release. So that was a really interesting question that somebody actually asked recently too. They asked if, what did they say? They were saying, does, like, and I was kind of confused too. I was trying to explain this to them. But does the henna, you know, how do they differ? Like the dye content. Yeah, that was a question. They thought that the Lawson content, like meaning like the higher the dye content in the henna powder, like Red Raj, the better the benefits. Actually, no. I mean, quality does matter, but all body art quality henna powders have the same benefits. The benefits overall of all henna powders are the same. The strengthening, the healthier hair, less, you know, split ends, you know, protecting your hair, all those great benefits, you know, just helping with the hair growth. And it's just, because when your hair is healthy and you're maintaining it that way, you will get so much more hair growth. Your hair will grow, guys. And especially with adding some almond powder, it will grow. So, but the dye content level of that particular henna powder doesn't affect the benefits. Like, it's about the color, the percentage. But they asked me like a few times, I remember that we're on the phone and they asked me that question. They repeated, like, they weren't really sure if, I don't know if they didn't believe me. They weren't really sure. They just presumed that a higher dye content meant that you get more benefits. But no, you get a better color if you're, you know, a color like a richer red, and better gray coverage if you're using like a Red Raj, like, because it has a really high dye content. And then different henna powders vary in the color, kind of like apples. You know, think about the variety of apples. We have baking apples, we have apples that are great for eating, apples that are better for like making applesauce with. There are just different types of apples, but they're all apples. Like, if you eat an apple, what is it? An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Like, an apple is still good for you. You know, overall, the benefit of the apple, of eating the apple, is about the same. About the same. Yes, there are a few little variables, but the same with the apples as the henna. The texture is a little bit different. The taste is a little bit different. So that's kind of like how henna is. Like, when it grows in different countries, it's kind of like that, if that makes sense. But that's a really interesting, like, question. All right, another question. Can amla oil be used on straight hair? Yeah, absolutely. All of our hair oils and all of our products, every last product that we have, can be used on all hair textures, all hair types, all hair focuses. But, you know, of course, you got to narrow it down. Like, if you have a focus of color, then you might be using Red Raj. If you want to do hair growth, you're going to get some amla in your, you know, amla oil, amla powder, camellia oil is very good for hair growth. You want to do a facial, obviously you're going to use a clay, and at the same time, the type of clay used, you know, if you want to get rid of impurities, you're going to be using the red clay. If you want to do something on your hair, you want to do a clay mask for your hair too, you'll get the Rasul powder. So there's a few little things like that you can narrow it down, but definitely, yes, you can use it. It's a matter of like using hair oils on hair. It's not about the hair texture. It's about who has oily hair and who doesn't. If your hair is already kind of oil, it may be a lot of oil, but you just need to use the hair oil differently. So you can either probably not leave it as a leave-in because your hair might be looking greasy. I'd probably say do an overnight treatment with a hair oil that you want the benefits from and wash it out if your hair is on the oily side. If your hair is on the drier side and porous, it'll probably suck it right out. If you have low porosity hair or oily hair, you may need to wash it out, and that's okay because you're still getting the benefits. You're still getting the benefits from that particular oil. So you just have to use it in the right type of way. And maybe that's a really good, I need to write that down. I wish I had my pad here. Another great article that we could write about is how to use hair oils based on your hair type, your texture, because that's a great question. It sounds like simple, but I know people don't really know. Hence you're asking, right? All right, what did Grace ask? Grace said, I have a question for you. How far apart do you use the henna and the curly mask, for instance? If I use the henna mask today, when can I use the curly mask? Right after or the same week? I would say those kind of masks, anything from our henna bar, it's called the henna bar under collections on our website. That's what Grace is speaking about. Then we have a new henna mask, and then we have the Cassian curls mask, and then we also have a third one, um, the Ayurvedic scalp and root mask. Those can be separated by a week. So you can use those a week. And that's another blog post we're going to be putting up. What weekly masks can you do? And hey, Tatiana, can I use the mix Amla, aloe, cassia once a week as a deep conditioner pre-poo? Tatiana, absolutely yes. You can definitely use that mix once a week. Another great mask that you can do. And oh, it's Red Radiant Soul. I was just telling everybody about your onion recipe that you're sharing with us on Instagram. That's the girl, guys. That's One Radiant Soul. You should make us Facebook for users to post. Yes, One Radiant Soul. We do have a Facebook page though. We have Henna Soak the fan page, and then I have actually two other groups. So we have one that's called the Henna and Ayurvedic hair care recipe page, Henna and Ayurvedic hair care, and then we have Henna Soak Q&A. I don't know, like how can I, well, One Radiant Soul, give me your feedback. How can I like rename those pages to have more relevant content for more interaction? Because I find like the Facebook group is really good. The Henna and Ayurvedic one is growing very fast, faster than a Henna Soak Q&A. But it's still not like at that level. Like I'm not sure if people just don't use it as much. I'm not sure. Maybe I need to just post more content. I'm not really sure. But Henna, One Radiant. So if you have any feedback, if you can look at those pages, then let me know what you think. I would be like super happy to like hear your thoughts. All right. And then Tatiana, I answered your question, and everyone's how often. Grace got your question. Dorian asked, I pre-poo with oil because I have oily hair as well, but I love using oils. Dorian, that's great. Thank you for your feedback. That is amazing that you pre-poo with oil because I have oily hair as well, but I love using oils. I like that way. Yeah. Oh no. One Radiant Soul, I just read your comment. You just said, oh, I'm going to be known as the onion girl. Oh boy. Well, I mean, if it's any consolation, One Radiant Soul, there is an onion girl, like, what is it, OV Onion? She makes amazing dresses. She's on Instagram. Her dresses are the bomb. She's out in New York. Actually, she's supposed to be coming to DC soon. I can't wait to see her. Wow, we got 29 people in the room. Okay, now. You know what's crazy, though? When I do these lives, I don't know if you guys have noticed those comments. There's some people comment say that I talk too much. I'm like, disclaimer, this is a live class, so there is a lot of talking going on. So if you don't really want to watch, just skip, you know, because I don't really want to delete these lives. I kind of just want them to be there if people want to review and look at them, you know. So, and then I guess it's going to be part of my legacy when I'm not here. I don't want to put a bummer out there, but it's kind of cool that, you know, my words will be able to live on this YouTube channel, you know, and Instagram. I'm happy to see. Hey, yes, awesome. Okay, so Grace said, and you're very welcome, Grace. My 12-year-old has severe breakage. What can I use? And can I use a curly hair mask on her? I have calms up. Yes, use specifically for her. Use the Cassia Curls and Moisture Mask. That would be really good for her. Grab it up before we finish that sale too. I don't know if all of you have been using the masks, but we have 3 amazing the Henna Bar collection masks that we've created that are ready to use. You don't even have to add water. I mean, you can if you want to add, if coconut milk or whatever you want to add, you are more than welcome to add to it. But you don't have to. You're ready to use. Pour in a bowl and apply it to your hair, and it's just ready to use. It's currently on sale for 3 of those masks, 1 of each, for $19.99. That's like super cheap, very, very cheap. So and there are 12. That's total. They're $12 each. That's a $36 value. So you're saving a lot, a lot. You're basically getting like one of those masks for free, and still saving a little bit more. So you definitely want to scoop those up because that sale is probably going to be ended before Black Friday. You know, it's definitely going to be gone. So take advantage while you can. Where is the onion? Stephanie, can you share here? Yeah, if can you, Radiant Soul, would you mind, even if it's not in the comments right at this moment, can you please share that recipe on YouTube as well? They would love to see it. Stephanie was asking about it. Sassy Rare Breed, I'm behind. Look, I definitely carry fenugreek. Thank you, Sassy. Yeah, I'm definitely considered fenugreek. You use it all the time. And henna has been a great connect opportunity for you to meet people. Yes, Sassy, absolutely. Oh, Bess, do you have any advice for a small local business owner? Of course. I absolutely love marketing and being in business. So when you say, like, that's a very general question though. So you're a small local business. Are you more like, do you have a storefront? Like, is your, because my expertise does lie on the online a lot. E-commerce and marketing and social media is like my big things. But definitely being consistent in everything that you do. You know, but tell me more about your local business. Is it a storefront, or what are you doing exactly, so I can kind of give you some advice? And all right, Tatiana asks, do you know anything about fenugreek paste? If yes, can it be a base for any Ayurvedic mask weekly? We definitely have fenugreek in some of our products, but you can add it to your Ayurvedic and mixtures weekly. I would say yes, definitely yes. If anyone wants to chime in about a fenugreek paste, adding it, or the powder, adding it to a mix, so let us know your thoughts. Please share that. Hey, Monique. You don't talk too much. You're very informed. Great chat. Thank you. You're welcome, Monique. I think it's just that people that, like, when they see the YouTube live, and it's like way past the live, and they just jump on, they don't really realize it's like a live class. They're like wondering, why was this class, like, how long have we been on here? Well, I can't even tell. But I think we've been on here for what, 30, 45 minutes. So they come on and they're like, oh my gosh, that was like so long, you know? It's Courtney. Oh, Courtney, I didn't even know you were in here. Oh, Courtney is the best, you guys. You have to follow her on YouTube. Seriously, her voice alone is like, Courtney, you could be making like millions of dollars with your voice alone. You could be so rich. You need to be like the voice in I don't know, like the soothing voice. Like, I know you said some of the people that follow you like go to bed to your voice, which could kind of sound a little creepy, but but I mean, you could do a whole series of, I don't know, it'd be up to you. But Courtney is a very dope woman. She's very cool. I know she liked my crystals. Look at my crystals, Courtney. I know you love my crystals. I love crystals. I'm into candles a lot. Yeah, this one's from Yankee Candle. That one smells good. So I love crystals. This actually holds candles. I can rotate. I can put a different candle in there. Yeah, I love candles, and I love herbs like as well. This smells really good. This is actually the hair tea rinse, the Moroccan hair tea rinse we have. Yeah, so yes, Courtney, I got excited, guys. So Dorian said, I feel like a commercial, but I've used the cassia mask on myself and daughter. She's 12, and I saw great results. Plus, it's easier to use since it's ready. Yes, Dorian, thank you so much for your feedback. Dorian just said that the cassia mask is really good. And the cassia mask is, I presume that's the cassia curls and moisture mask. That's the one you're talking about. It's really good. All right. And oh, there's a recipe. Thank you, One Radiant Soul. 1 whole red onion, chopped and blended until liquefied. 2 teaspoons of amla powder, 2 teaspoons of fenugreek powder, and then 3 tablespoons of my DIY Ayurvedic hair oil. Why does everybody have a DIY Ayurvedic hair oil? I'm curious, for those of you who have a DIY Ayurvedic hair oil, do you guys infuse it at like room temperature, and how long do you leave it out for? And or do some of you use the what method, the crock pot method? I don't know if you guys are all familiar with using a crock pot at a low temperature to infuse oils with herbs, and then you strain it. I would be really curious if you don't mind sharing. I'm just wondering about the method that is used, not necessarily, I'm not asking for your recipe, just how do you like to infuse it? Or do you do both? I sell hair care products and mostly, okay. That's great. But Bess, are you a storefront though? Do you sell hair care products online or in a storefront? Because you did say local business. So when you say a local business, it makes me think that you have a store. Because the marketing for a storefront versus an online business is pretty different. So let me know if you could give me more information. That'd be great. Tomisha, hey, what tip? So Tomisha Simon asks, and I hope I'm saying your name right. What tip would you have for someone who would like to incorporate your herbs into hair growth oils? Um, I mean, basically, you can do so. I mean, I just, choose the way that you're going to infuse it and then strain it. There's the crock pot method for sure. There's also doing it at room temperature. I don't really have any tips because it's pretty kind of easy. I'm not really sure what to say about that, Tamisha. Just strain it. Definitely make sure that you strain it. Even though they're powder forms, strain it still because you don't want like all that kind of stuff, like especially if you're leaving it in, you don't want that in your hair. So One Radiant Soul also says slippery elm and marshmallow root to create that silicone feeling to make it even more slippery. Big help for the detangling process. I agree. Those are really, really, really great. I haven't tried slippery elm though, honestly, but marshmallow root powder is amazing. Did you guys know that marshmallow root is in our Henna Gloss bar? That is amazing. Why do you think that look at Curly Prover's hair? Yeah, she loves it. Woof. And it makes her hair beautiful. So you add a tablespoon of bring rash powder. I put this in a pre-poo all over my head, but then I concentrate more on the edges and the scalp. Bring rash prevents hair loss and thinning, helps with dandruff, and that slows down the gray. Yeah, Radiant Soul, you want to work for Henna Soak? I need you in my life. we need you. I don't know if you've ever been an influencer, but I know you said you have a 3-year-old, but like I said, I gave you some tips on how to make videos. You don't have to have the sound on, but I know how it is having little kids. I mean, I've been there. I have 6, so I have definitely been there. I had little kids, but now my oldest is 20. Can you believe it? He's 20. My youngest is 11. But I understand. Yeah, it can be kind of crazy, but shoot. One Radiant Soul, if you ever decide to be an influencer or want to work with us, please let us know. I just love everything you're sharing. So you compound all these ingredients together in a glass. Oh, this is your, okay. Glass jar will let it sit in a hot water bath. Oh, that's so neat. You let it sit in a hot water bath. You apply the hair and scalp, leave it, and oh, okay, that's nice. Nice. And you guys know if you guys are doing oil infusions, they don't go like bad. Like if you make all your oil infusions, like the Ayurvedic, the DIY hair oils ahead of time, you typically can keep it for up to 12 months. Like depending on the base oil you use, most people use like a cosmetic base, meaning like olive oil, grapeseed oil, any type of oils, actually, to be honest, that you love, your hair loves, that will be your base oil. And then you can mix it up into, and you can use any, like we have like the amla, we have the camellia, the jojoba, the black raven is going to be back live today as well. They're going to have that back in stock. So you could definitely do that and then let it sit. Like you can make a batch and keep it for at least a year, because that's usually how long a base oil will be good for. About a year. And keep it in a cool, dark place if you can. Oh yeah, you're so sweet. Thank you. I don't want to, you can definitely share your recipe if you would like to. It is completely up to you, no pressure at all. And then dance, sex, music, hip hop. I take it that you definitely love music. I'm so curious to know who you are. What's your name? Dance, sex, music, hip hop. Because yeah, that's really unique. YouTube. I'm so curious. What do you do? Why is your handle that? Do you either love music so much, or do you like post videos about that? Like, are you in the music industry? I'm being so nosy. I know. Hey, at least I'm transparent. I'm gonna keep it real, keep it honest. Ask you, and if you don't want to answer the question, that is fine. I'm cool with that. That's cool. But I am being nosy right now. I bought 2 boxes of my first the henna. Oh, the mask collection and the sweet honey. Oh yes, I can't wait for you to get them. That is amazing. You're gonna love them. You are really gonna love them. Please. And if you're trying the gift box sets, please send us photos, post, tag us. I'm so excited. I just want to see. I really want to see. Look at 32 people in the room. You guys are so great. Look at you guys. I use their Amla, Sukesh, Brahmi, Bring Rush. Sukesh, we got to get back in stock. We might only get Sukesh back in stock at the beginning of the year, guys. I'm so sorry. We are going to fix that. We just, we hit some bumps in the road keeping certain things in stock, but we are going to get back there. Just send us your positive vibes and give us all that good juju, prayers, everything that you believe in. Please send it our way. Help us out, definitely. We need it, but we are definitely going to be revamping the stock of certain products that we have been low on. It's been a blessing in a way, though, because we had a few other products that we had a lot of, and it enabled us also to make these new masks. So it was really an inspiration, and I'm really happy though, because we're doing really well with them. So everything happens for a reason, guys. I'm a believer in that. We have our destiny, and we have choices, but I believe in whatever's meant for you will be, for sure. All right, okay. And Dorian said that because she let it sit all day or at least an hour, rinse it out, and okay, and you still need to use, yes, exactly. Dorian, I agree though too. Even though you're using a lot of masks and you're using oils, and then once you take it, if you're taking it out though, you still have to use a conditioner and leave it in style. Exactly what Dorian said is so true. And then ideally, if you do any of these steps on damp hair, that will be great because your hair needs water. So doing any of these recipes and any of these techniques on damp hair is phenomenal. It's really good to do, definitely. For the DIY, I use a double broiler method, and I'm letting it, wow, okay, wow, that oil must be packed. To be honest though, any of you guys doing a DIY hair oil, if you want the best benefits, you do have to really infuse it. Just like dance, sex, music, hip hop said, you have to let it sit. 6 weeks is actually pretty good. Like people who are doing it to get a very potent, let it soak for weeks. We do a lot of our infusions the same way. We do the crock pot method, as a starter, and then we strain it, and then we let it sit. And sometimes we let it sit like for a while actually, and then strain it, because you don't want to get rid of all the herbs already, too early. Yeah, so Tatiana said, if we use cassia weekly, can we skip the once a month treatment for strengthening? Tatiana, yeah, definitely. I mean, you could do that because cassia is a strengthening treatment as well. So, yeah, that would be fine. Oh, DWM was asking, what is the Black Raven oil? Well, the Black Raven oil is a hair oil that has jojoba oil, camellia oil, and argan oil in it, and has a Raven Sour essential oil in it. So it's very popular. People love the Black Raven oil. It's very good because it focuses on damaged hair, repair, moisture. It's kind of like that all in one. People really definitely love it. So Beth says, I don't own a shop. I sell it online and okay, all right. So, well, best, definitely having a website is going to have to be your focus, because that's really going to help your business, and it'll make it like more seamless. It'll free you up to make more product and have time when you can just direct people to order online. So eventually, I think that's what your focus should be. Instagram, emails, and that's great, but do note that if you want to grow, that you're going to have a website, so that way you don't have to do all that work. You don't have to be like in person and emails and then Instagram and whatnot. But do know, I started out that way pretty much. I started out with a very small little website. It was a few PayPal buttons, and then you grow. If you know and believe in what you're doing, you'll get there. So just take those steps, but you do need a website. And then as many free places for you to promote yourself, do that while you can, because the algorithms are changing. Instagram is like not the same as it used to be. You've got to strike things when it's kind of like new and fresh. YouTube is great too. Pinterest, just try to like get yourself out there in many different ways. I love Raven Sarah. Yes, yeah. Oh, yes, Courtney, that's awesome. You made an oil. Oh, great, Sassy Bear. I like that oil mix. Yes. Hey, Paulette. What's up, Paulette? Hey, girl. All right. Gwenny said, I'm wondering, can henna build up too much on finer hair? I read that it can and could cause breakage because it can become too heavy. Henna like does build, but it doesn't like break your hair and make it heavier on fine hair strands. No, the breakage part and the layering of doing henna too often is usually because there's a lack of moisture. So you definitely have to have aloe vera powder in the mix. If you need moisture and it's feeling dry and your fine hair strands are delicate, so you do have to take care of them. Definitely do 4 to 6 weeks, you know. You shouldn't be doing, you know, henna as a full treatment like very, very often. You can do the glosses and the masks more often. Yeah, exactly. That's really good. Yeah. But a lot of them, so my hair is very thick. Yeah, Gwenny, I think that's the best advice I could give you. Definitely, I think that it's going well. Every month is good. You can do other treatments in between if you'd like to. Oh, Shanna, oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, the colorist, I know that you signed up for the colorist program. I apologize. We do have the colorist information. We just haven't, because the holidays came up upon us. We are going to actually we're launching a new colorist program online and in person coming January 2020. We had to push it back a little bit because it has been so busy, but promise you it's coming out soon. Just stay tuned for that. And, all right, I'm also, okay. That is amazing. That's great. So, Shan, I just want to ask though, are you getting replies from us in general? Like we haven't sent any new emails if you're on the mailing list for the colorist thing, but have you sent like individual emails to us? If you have, just make sure our emails, and that goes for everyone, make sure our emails are not going to your junk or spam folder. Thank you, Tamisha. My YouTube name is the song lyric from The Healer, and yes, I do love music. Oh, dance, sex, and hip music. That's dope. That's very inspiring. Hey, Allison, I just recently bought. You're ready to use one for the 6-week treatment. What? How exciting, Allison! You got all the masks, and now it's like, how do you decide what to use first? That's a really great question, and it's so exciting. You technically can use any which one that you want to use first. That is fine. But if you want to see a little pop of color now, you might want to start with the henna one. I would say start with the henna one and then maybe the Ayurvedic scalp one, or maybe the Ayurvedic scalp, then the henna and the cassie curls. Oh my gosh. That is the first time I was asked that question, but that would be really cool. I think that would be a neat way to use it. Yeah, Paulette has been, with us for years, Paulette. Oh, yes. Yes, back in the day, you used to come to their house. Yeah, back and get products. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, Paulette, I know the open house coming up. Are you talking about the open house? So for those of you who don't know, we do have an open house, that end of year open house. It's going to be a vision board party along with a henna party, so it's really cool. We're just debating between having it on a Saturday or a Sunday. I really want to do the Sunday though, to be honest, because then the salon will be quiet, and I think so, yeah. Oh, Shannon, not in spam either. Okay, but Shannon, can you do me a favor? Can you just send like a simple email to info@hennasoap.com and just see if you're getting any of our replies? Just say that you're on YouTube and you just want to make sure our emails are coming through to you. I just want to make sure. Yeah, the hair coloring, we haven't sent out any new emails about the colors program yet per se. Maybe I'll get into queue just to, send everyone an update. So let me know if you do get that. We're going to send an update about the body art programs and something about that is coming out in January 2020. So I'll put it out, but it is coming out officially about January 2020. We're working on. I'm trying to work fast and hard on everything. Hey, Erin. I started using henna to cover grays. Should I always use straight henna first before using a mix of henna and indigo for my roots? The two-step is not necessary unless you're going for black tones. You should be able to get brown ranges. But is that working for you? If it's not working for you, there are some clients that do two-step process because their grays are super stubborn. And remember, henna is a plant-based vegetable dye, so it doesn't always work for everyone, unfortunately. Like stubborn grays can be a real pain, but try to give it your best to do trial and error and kind of make adjustments to get it to cover those grays. Yeah, Paulette here in Colombia. Yes. I can't wait to see you, Paulette, in Colombia. So December, so it's gonna be at the end of December. Aisha, hey Aisha Roy. I do my henna plus indigo, but there's no difference. All my grays are the same. But Aisha, your grays should be at least reddish because henna tends to really get red. Sometimes people do say that the grays are the same, but they're reddish. So I just want to make sure if you can let us know, like Aisha, what do you mean the henna plus, and what henna and indigo are you using? Hey Lisa Lem, is it Lemle? Thank you so much. Yes, hey Texas. I want to go to Dallas. I've never been in Dallas. I would love to do Dallas. Now that I made a friend that's in Dallas, I'm like, want to bother her and be like, I want to come visit and do an event. My order emails are coming. Oh, Shine, you're getting your order emails. Okay. So then for those not getting the colorist email, we haven't sent a new email recently. So maybe you're just not getting any, we haven't sent anything out new yet. So just stay tuned. We will have more information about the colorist program soon. But it just hasn't went live yet, and we haven't had time. I haven't had time to schedule any classes in person. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, what's the best Ayurvedic herb to use in washing your hair? I would probably say soap nut powder. We do carry soap nut powder. That's really the best for washing your hair. I love that particular herb actually. And I don't know why it goes a little bit slow though, but it is a really great herb. We make the soap nut shampoo bar as well and the soap nut hair wash. Those are great for clarifying. So Jay asked, can you just wash your hair with a little bottle and a little water and with a little brownie in it? And what, Jay? I don't understand. A little brownie in it. And subscribe. I think that you have typos because I'm like, a brownie in your hair wash. I'm confused. The first one, you have to make something with it. Spell back. Spell check. Sorry. Oh, brownie in a bottle. I was like, girl, you putting a brownie in your hair, or sir? I don't know if Jay. I can't tell if you're a man or a woman, but because you're a thing. But I was like, girl, you about to put or I did it again. Anyhow, I presume you're a girl, but I mean, you putting brownie in your hair? Oh, jeez. Brownie in a bottle. And yes, you could do that. We sell bottles. I don't know if you guys know that we sell like squeeze bottles that you can do that from the bottle. We have 4-ounce and 12-ounce bottles. Ooh, about to hit a light. Yeah, I wanted you guys to see all my lights. I wanted you guys to see me like in action with all that. I got 2 lights. This one acts up though. I don't know what. This is a Diva ring light, but something happened. It just moves so much. Anyhow, but this is my space. I painted that. I painted this painting, guys. I know you can't really see too well. And share the love. Please, please, please don't forget. Tag us. Henna Souk. Share the love. I want to see your hair and your pictures and all that good stuff. Videos. Oh, okay, Shana. I like that advice. So Shana said that if you guys are using henna hair color, the apple cider vinegar helps. It does. If you have stubborn, it really does help a lot. Yes. Tatiana, that is a really good question. But Tatiana, you might be allergic to aloe vera powder. It's possible, but so your hand is itchy, your hand and your scalp. Yeah, you may be a little allergic to aloe vera powder. Some people don't realize that they are allergic to aloe vera powder. I really hope not, because that's a really good game changer. Maybe use a little bit of oil or something calming in the recipe, but does it like stay itchy for a while? Yes, okay. One radiant soul. Oh no, the phone's ringing. I hate when that happens. Sorry guys. So Paulette's laughing. Yes, the soap is great. I agree. No. Yeah, sassy. Yeah. Oh, let that start ringing. All right. I hate when it keeps like ringing. It's annoying me. I can't speak when the phone's ringing at the same time. So sassy rare breed, yeah, that's a great comment. Like you might be sensitive, possibly Tatiana. Oh, Janet. Hey, Janet. Nice. Do you guys hire distributors around the world? We do. We have distributors worldwide. Yes, we do. And we have retailers that carry our products, but we don't hire distributors. We don't pay for that. Those who are interested in carrying our product do have to open a wholesale account. They are responsible for purchasing the products and reselling at their own discretion, basically. So we do have wholesale if you're interested in carrying our products, or one of your local beauty spots, or Whole Foods, or Moms, or listen. You guys have to tell the stores to carry our brand if you want it to be locally, because they listen to you more than they listen to us. That's like for sure. Oh, Wanda, yeah. So earlier, I think it was Tatiana or Jay who said something about apple cider vinegar. Yeah, someone did. I can't really see. There's a lot of comments. So apple cider vinegar, if you want to mix your henna with the apple cider vinegar, it is good if you have stubborn grays and stubborn hair. Apple cider vinegar does help for some people to get better coverage. So if the water's not working too well, try an acidic liquid. Apple cider vinegar is way better than lemon juice too, because lemon juice will definitely dry your hair out. So Dance Sex Music Hip Hop asked a question about when do you use the onion recipe, and I couldn't tell if that was a part of your detangler mix with the slippery or was it separate? Yeah, Shana, thank you. Yeah, so One Radiant Soul, are you still in the room? She was just asking. Yeah, that actually was a tiny bit confusing. It was like, do you use the onion recipe on the wash day or separately? You know what, guys? I don't know if I think YouTube's gonna cut us off soon. I'm actually looking at the small little line that's left. I think we have like a max of an hour in this room. I know you guys can't see it and I'm too far away, but we have to kind of end soon because it's just gonna cut us off point blank. But if One Radiant Soul, if you can answer that question if you're still in the room, or maybe later they can see the comment. So Carmela, it says, I'm new to henna, but I'm very confused what to use. I'm using your soap bars and love them. What else can I do? I have very fine thinning hair. Well, Carmela, I would say start with the masks and start with baby steps when it comes to Ayurvedic hair care. So that way, you can take those small steps. So the mask under the Henna Bar collection, the ones that, oh, excuse me, that we have on sale right now would be a really good start. And we do have a henna mask. And what else do we have? Then we have, what else do we have? We have the Ayurvedic scalp and root one, and we have the Cassian curls. You can start with that. But guys, we are running out of time. So I'm about to go off now because we don't have any more time left. Yes. So I'm going to leave you guys. I will see you next week. I will be back at 11 a.m. and everything like that. Thank you for tuning in. Have an amazing day. See you guys.